All right, so I'm in my car right now. Obviously, it is May 28th, and I was looking forward to surgery for my shoulder. Never in my life did I think I would look forward to getting surgery after being out of soccer now for 2 years because of a reported slight rotator cuff tear after some MRIs. So it looked like I was starting to go in the right direction. And then I got a voice message from some surgeon that I was supposed to go to. And the voice message said that the damage is not repairable and that I have to go to a orthopedist. So I didn't know what the voice message meant, but I did some research on what orthopedists do. And then I called my dad about it. And after a few questions, he figured that it's probably going to be a replacement of my shoulder. So that would actually make a lot of sense after hearing that message that the injury that I have to my shoulder isn't repairable. So I'll probably have to have it replaced. And I don't know how long that's going to take and how much money that's going to be. With the surgery, they had a finance plan or a med plan credit where I could pay a certain amount every month for I think 3 years, which was workable. With what I have now, I'm assuming the amount to replace a shoulder is going to be a lot more than to tear it. So I'd imagine that the cost is going to be higher. And it's obviously going to take me many more years to pay it off. I don't know how much more longer it's going to put me back in this dream or this journey that I have. I feel very defeated because after all these times I felt I was finally getting in the right direction. So it's funny because even as I was getting ready to go to the surgery, as the days were going down, I always figured, or I kept saying to myself, you think it's bad now, but it can always get worse. So it looks like it's gotten worse now, so I feel very defeated. Very defeated. Before I was working out, trying to stay in shape before the surgery. But after this, I think I'm going to stop running. And I'll start running again once an operation happens, but I can't keep putting myself in such condition just to get pushed back further and further to no avail. So I'm not going to do fitness until I recover, because I feel like things can still take another turn, whether it's misinformation, misreporting. Not only is it now the left shoulder, but it's with the back. Now it's not just with the back, it's with the neck. Not just with the neck, it's spread over to your right shoulder. So I know things can still get worse, and that's the mode that I'm in at the moment. That things can always get worse, and they'll get worse. Like, the harder I try and push for this dream that I'm going after to become a professional and eventually play in the World Cup, the harder I try, the more I feel that new obstacles come, greater obstacles than before, and nature just telling me that I'm not going to be a professional soccer player. It doesn't matter how hard I try. It doesn't matter how much effort I give. It doesn't matter how many goals I set. Just nature is just going to take its course, and it's going to do everything it can to prevent me from achieving my goal. Everything possible. And there's no better way than injury, especially an injury where you can't play the sport that you like to play. I'm 30 now, haven't played for 2 years. I thought that I may be able to become a professional next year, at the beginning of next year, but I don't think so. It's probably going to take me another year and a half to get my next opportunity. And I'll be 32 by then. Have not been regularly played for 3.5 years. So, worry number one is, how am I going to finance this? Because so many of my expenses have already gone into medical payments of previous rehabs, MRIs, health insurance that I had to pay every month. And due to some issue with applying for my work insurance, or through my employer for health insurance, I had to pay it out of pocket every month, self-pay. And then I ended up paying like $3,000 to those guys, only for them to deny my claim about 4 or 5 months later. So they're not gonna repair it at all. So I had to do self-pay. Now I don't have insurance. Hopefully I can find another way to finance a loan, or to find a credit card company or some medical company to give me a loan for this surgery, for the replacement I'll need. If I'm able to get that, then I think I'll be in good shape. So that's my best hope right now. And other than that, I just gotta keep a positive attitude. And honestly, I don't know why I just don't give up now. But for some reason, I can't give up. I don't know why. Sometimes I wish I could. It's like a disease. Like, no matter how hopeless things get, for some reason, I just can't give this dream up. I wish I could. In many instances, I wish I could give it up. I really wish I could and be happy with it. But it just feels like a missing piece. Anyways, that's it. I just gotta try to not keep too down. And I gotta continue to do the task that I've set ahead of me, other goals, other things that I have planned, no matter what happens. I did have a plan with this YouTube channel. That was before I found out about this. But even if I have to sit out a year and a half longer, I'm gonna look for a loan. I'm gonna find a loan that can help me. I'm gonna pay the loan, and I'm not gonna let this stop me. I'm not gonna let this stop me. I don't care how much it is. I'm gonna find someone to give me a loan. I'm gonna find a good payment that I can make every month, and I'm gonna make this work. This is not going to stop me. It's going to take a lot more to stop me. A lot more. A lot more. A lot more. You know, sometimes I think God has something in it for me. He's like, I don't care what you do. I'm going to bring something else. That's how I feel like. Whether that's the case, I don't know. But I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to find a solution. I'm not going to stop. I don't care if it takes me a year and a half. I'm going to continue to work out my body, stay fit. I'm going to continue to eat healthy. I'm going to continue to work my mind. I'm going to continue to educate myself on the game. I'm going to continue to do a lot of things. But I'm not going to start giving up. I'm going to keep going. You know, my plan was to play until I'm 45 years old. At this moment, I have 5 more years to reach my goal. It was already bleak and it's looking more bleak, but I believe there's still a chance. So I'm going to keep going. That's all I have for today.